guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jessica Leichtweisz. I just passed my BCBA exam, and I'm passionate about helping other people pass their BCBA exam. I have so many friends who've been studying for so long, invested so much money in it, and it's just not working for them. So I don't want that to be you. I think if you want to help kids, I just want to be here to support you on your journey. So I'm going to break down concepts and make them super simple so you can understand them easily. Someone sent me in a question, what's the difference between nonverbal and non-vocal behavior? Well, I happen to have this as a pet peeve. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, so stay tuned and I'll explain the difference. Hey guys, welcome back. Like I said, it's a pet peeve of mine. People say all the time, oh, he's nonverbal, she's nonverbal. What they actually mean is he or she isn't talking. That does not mean nonverbal, right? Is not the same thing as nonvocal. Nonvocal means the child can't talk. Well, not being able to talk is not the same thing as having nothing to say. And when a person is nonverbal, that literally means they're not communicating anything. A person cannot be nonverbal. It's impossible. I mean, unless it's a corpse, right? The behavior test. I think it comes down the same thing with verbal. If a person is interacting with another person in any way, communicating in any way, it could be crying, it could be pointing to something, it could be just looking at something, it could be taking someone and bringing them to something. Frankly, it could be hitting or pushing or kicking or spitting or anything that a person is trying to do to communicate. That is verbal behavior. So again, a person cannot be nonverbal, but a behavior could be nonverbal. And even a vocal behavior could be nonverbal, or not. It could be not a verbal behavior. So let's just say a child is engaging in stimming behavior and they're scripting from a movie, and they're alone they're playing by themselves and they're scripting from this movie, and they're talking and they're saying the lines, but no one's in the room. They're not attempting to communicate with anyone. Well, that's an example of a vocal behavior that is not a verbal behavior, because it's not communication. It's not directed to anyone, right? But a verbal behavior can be non-vocal. So they are not the same. They cannot be used interchangeably, even though people do all the time. Like I said, it's a huge pet peeve of mine. If a child is not talking, let's call them non-vocal, not nonverbal. Again, because nonverbal implies that they're not trying to communicate at all. And like I said, when you think about it ethically, right, you wouldn't tell a parent, well, your child's not talking, therefore they have nothing to say, right? But that's really what you're saying when you're using the term nonverbal. So it's one that we should just take out of our vocabulary, and instead we use the term nonvocal, meaning that they're using an alternative means to communicate other than spoken language. And we use we call a behavior, either a verbal behavior or a nonverbal behavior, not a child verbal or nonverbal. So I really hope this has helped you identify the difference between the two. I hope that after watching this, you'll be careful in not using the term nonverbal anymore and using the term nonvocal. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, head over to my website, hopeeducationservices.com. If you have a question, send it in. This video was made because someone sent me a question in, and I would love for the next video to answer your question. Like and subscribe to this channel if you can. I put out these videos every Sunday. And if you love it, comment in the section below, because I actually wasn't going to keep making these videos once I passed my exam, until someone told me, like, hey, are you going to keep making these? Because it's really helping me study. And so if you like these videos, let me know and I'll continue to make them. All right, guys, have an amazing week studying. I'll see you next Sunday on Study Sunday.